What's good? I am back. One and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P. And we got another special guest we about to bring on. Let's get the introduction right. She is the fifth ranked strawweight in BKFC, and she will be fighting BKFC 92 at Boston, August 29th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it starts at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts versus Taylor the Killer B Starlin. Let's bring on the one and only Kat Paprocki. Kat, how
Hey,
you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you today, Paul?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for taking the time out.
Yeah, of course.
So I want to start with like a standard basic question. Who or what first got you into combat sports?
Yeah, my husband, also my head
Okay.
coach, Steven, he had his career first, fought on Glory, very great striker. I was just hanging out in the gym, watching him train, not really doing too much, got into it for health more than anything first. And then I was like,
Mhm.
wow, I really like this. Yeah.
So I seen you competed in Dana White's Contender Series, and it looks like the Ultimate Fighter season 30 as well. What was those experiences like for you?
Uh Kind of crazy. I got the call to be on the Dana White Contender Series on
Uh-huh.
6 days notice. So I didn't really
Okay.
feel like I got to soak in the experience. It was just a lot happening very, very quick. Kind of got a call, said yes, of course, flew down and fought. Then from there, I was on the Ultimate Fighter, season 30. I went up a weight class for the show. I was with the flyweights. And then I
Okay.
was on Team Amanda. So Amanda Nunes is incredible. She's great. It was a very cool, humbling experience, and I'm part of a very few small percentage of fighters who've had the honor of being on both. So cool stuff for sure.
Now, how did you end up transitioning into bare knuckle?
Yeah. I had a long, luxurious career in MMA. Had some super hard losses that just didn't sit right with me. I was really struggling. I felt lost and kind of didn't want to fight anymore. And when I was looking at quitting. I was kind of like, I'm done. I don't know if I can do this. My husband slash coach and I had always
Mhm.
talked about like I have such a pedigree in fighting. I've done
Mhm.
so many different things. So I always pictured doing bare knuckle at the very end. And since we were looking at me quitting anyway, it was like, hey, like with your timeline, since you're kind of hurting, why don't you try this? See if it helps. And my husband scheduled me for the BKFC here in Denver. I fought Sydney Smith and I fell in love. I was like, I really like this. So it saved me. It saved my
So
whole
it
career.
helped. So it
Yes,
helped.
absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what's up. So I seen it said that you had a strong grappling base as a Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist. How has the transition been into bare knuckle, which is mainly clinching and striking?
Yeah. So in my MMA career, I was a very, very strong striker, enough to the point where if you look
Okay.
at my last few fights, nobody would stand with me. Everybody was taking me down. I
Yeah.
never, I never merged my jujitsu into my MMA. I always struggled
Okay.
making that like blend. I am a brown belt in jujitsu now. Um, I I think that combat sports is combat sports. There's a lot of similarities with spacing, angles, things like that. So there was definitely a transition, mainly the fact that in MMA, you don't mind taking some hits to get where you want to go. Bare knuckle, though, you really want to be mindful of the amount of damage that you are
hits
taking.
you get, yeah.
Definitely. So that was probably my biggest switch up. I still grapple. I still do jujitsu. It's still something that I love. I will always be a mixed martial artist forever. So just kind of still staying in everything too.
I seen. Are you a gym owner?
Yeah, yes. My husband and I opened DECO MMA back in 2016. We just
Okay.
to a new, large, beautiful combat facility in June, and yeah, fighting is my life. It's what I do. I coach, I teach, I train. I'm here all day long, and I love it.
What's usually the toughest part of any of your fight camps?
I think staying disciplined is probably the hardest. It's easy to train when you're feeling pumped and you're feeling motivated and you feel really, really good. But those things don't hang around and you find yourself tired and sore. And I wake up
Hmm.
sometimes and I'm like, I don't feel like being punched today, right? But like, too bad. So making sure that that discipline is always my
Yeah.
motive so that I can keep up the training and the intensity that I need to, even on a day where I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to get punched today." Yeah. So some days I'm like, man, why did
Yeah.
I pick this
Fortunately, I don't
sport?
want to get punched any days.
That's probably smart. That's a smarter goal to have.
So, how has your confidence grown since your BKFC debut?
Oh man. Again, BKFC, this bare knuckle, it really healed my heart. I was coming from a very low place of just feeling like I train all day long. I'm so good, but if I can't put it into form on fight night, then what does it matter if you're like a shark in training? And getting back to that striking, getting back to that intensity, getting back to that feeling that I love. It's just continued to grow. I think a few things have happened. I'm older too, so I'm wiser, I'm smarter. I take better care of not only my body, but my mind and like where my
Hmm.
thoughts and my energy go. And getting into the top 5 was very inspiring for me. Like, you never know how good you are until you're like there. And
Yeah.
so feeling like this is kind of like my second chance to get back at it and to get back into doing something that I love and being very, very skilled at it. And then going into this huge fight, August 29th, Fenway Park, against a wonderful, very skilled opponent. My confidence just continues to grow. I put training first. I put each and every day into putting 100% in, and those things start to accumulate over time. So, yeah, man, I feel great.
Well, let's get into your opponent because I was about to ask your honest opinion of her, and you gave me an
Sure.
honest opinion of
Yeah.
her. What advantages do you believe you might have heading into this matchup without giving up any too much game plan?
Absolutely. Yeah, man, I'm super quick. I move probably more than anybody in the strawweight division.
Okay.
If you watch my fights, I stick and I move. I rarely stay for any brawling. I'm not much of a, a brawler. I will
Okay.
if I have to, but my range, my distance, my picking my shots, and my accuracy is probably second to none. So
Okay.
I'm very excited to bring that into this fight. Taylor is, of course, very skilled. She's been doing bare knuckle a very long time. However,
Yep.
man, this is my 17th pro fight. I'm not a
Okay.
newbie either. So I'm very excited to bring my again, I have a fighting pedigree. I've been fighting for a long time. Yeah.
Well, what does it mean that you're going to be fighting in Fenway Park? I mean, that's got a lot of baseball history, but that's also like a really big uh arena.
It's incredible. I have to think about it in two separate ways. Number one,
Okay.
I let myself get very excited. I'm very honored. This is a very cool venue. I can't wait to like feel the energy. There is nothing like a bare knuckle crowd either. Like bare knuckle fans, they are so appreciative of every punch. Um, the second part, I have to stay grounded and I have to remember that that squared circle can be put anywhere and
Yep.
it doesn't change, right? I know
Yeah.
what to do within the confines of that square circle. So you can put me anywhere and I'm going to feel comfortable, calm, and know how to get to work. Yeah. It's exciting though, man. Like Boston, Fenway. It's cool.
I'm interested to see how many people come to this because I mean it can hold up to 37,000, I think, but I don't think they're gonna use the whole park. But I'm still want to see how much they're gonna use and how many people gonna show up because it's definitely a lot of opportunity for a lot of people to show up.
Totally. And it's in a great area that like loves fighting, loves competition too. So it's perfect. Uh, yeah,
Boston's the ultimate sports town.
absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
really is. It really is. So you're a shorter opponent. Um, and bare knuckle, do you think that simplifies the game plan or makes it harder?
You know, I think that's a hard question because I've always been the height that I am, right? So I always
Yeah,
spar at his height. I've noticed bare knuckle girls are taller. Most of them. The only like short bare knuckle person that I thought was Shelby Cannon.
Shelby.
Um, I don't know. I think your length, your arm size, your own style is based off of your own body type anyway. I've
Hmm.
never minded fighting taller girls. I like to follow those long arms in and stay in as long as I can. I also feel like I have really awkwardly long arms for being my height too. So I always find my way in. When I fought Sydney Smith, I thought the range was going to be a lot more significant and I
Uh-huh.
had no issues at all. So I don't know. I just kind of use what I have. Yeah,
It just feels like when I've been watching a lot of fights lately with especially if it's an extremely taller opponent, it almost feels like the game plan has to be to go on the inside.
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, again, if we're going tit for tat and your arms are longer, that is a problem. So I have
Yeah.
to be hitting angles to negate that long reach. Absolutely.
So if you get a statement win, where do you see yourself in the strawweight division after that? Because I mean, you're 5. I would think a win would move you up to at least 4. I mean, Shelby would have to move up too. I would think if you get this win, because Taylor's going to be getting a loss.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of an odd triangle. Like Shelby beat me, Taylor beat Shelby. I'm gonna beat Taylor. Um, I don't really care where they put me in the top 5 after.
Yeah,
I know that putting on the performance that I'm going to put on, putting on the show that I'm going to put on, it's just gonna keep solidifying that, like, I am here. I am going to continue to compete in this top 5. I'm gonna continue to be a problem, and they're gonna have to continue to give me higher and higher opponents. When I fought Shelby Cannon, I had the worst weight cut of my life, and it affected my fighting so much. I would not mind getting that fight back. Um, I'm firing on all full cylinders finally. So I don't know, man. It's kind of one of those things like you
yeah.
train your hardest, you do the absolute most that you can, and you kind of go, all right, let's see what happens. Yeah,
Well, it seems like, I mean, Britain just beat the Doc.
yeah,
So it
absolutely.
would seem like possibly Shelby next. And then if you get another fight win after that and Shelby doesn't win or she does, it would seem like you might be next up after that. I mean, I could see maybe this fight, another fight, and you could possibly be getting a title shot, especially the way BKFC works.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in no hurry though either. I love experience. I think it's important. Although I have a lot of fight experience, the more bare knuckle fights I can get under my belt before taking on the title fight is fine. I'm in no hurry. And Taylor Starling deserves all of my attention right now. So
Yeah.
I'm really not looking that much forward. My eyes are all on Taylor. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, she's been around for a while. So when you beat a name like this, I think people got to take even more notice. You know, I
Absolutely.
just wish they would get more women's fights. Like sometimes they have a fight cards that don't have no women's fights. I
I
would
agree.
think they could at least find at least one, fight for every single fight card.
I agree. If not more, I mean, I know that the BKFC has fantastic females on their roster. They want to fight. They're staying active. I say put us on more all the time, every card.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean,
Completely.
they got two on this fight card because you got Christine
Yes.
Faria and that Sophia Landy, and then you got you and Taylor.
Yes.
But sometimes I go and see a fight card that, like, man, there's not even one woman's fight card here. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's hard to find women that want to bare knuckle. There's a lot of dudes that don't want to bare knuckle.
That is true. I do see though, like they keep announcing that there's more females being signed, which is great,
Hmm.
but like make sure you're having enough to keep the roster still active too. I know that Taylor and I kind of partnered up and made it very vocal to BKFC to get this fight. I'm super thankful to her and her management team. They definitely spoke up. They were like, "Cats, the right next the the right next move." So
Mm.
it is exciting to have two female fights on this huge card for sure.
And fighters trying to get the fights they want don't always work. So that's good that that fight went through because, my
Absolutely.
goddamn Pettit, he been trying to get a fight forever. And every time he try to get a fight with somebody, it don't go through. So
Yeah, yeah. That sucks. It's a hard part of a whole game here, for sure. Staying active. Yeah.
Um, what's your biggest goal before the end of 2026?
My biggest goal, I think just keep sharpening my tools, keep adding to my experience, um, give a loss to Taylor Starling and start getting prepped and prepared for more. I have so much respect for Taylor. I've been training unbelievably hard, but I am coming for her and I'm throwing everything I have at her and I'm not going to be satisfied until I've won. So, yeah, that is the goal.
Yeah, Taylor doesn't live too far from where I stay. I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and she's out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. So
Okay. Awesome.
it's like it ain't too far. But the South Carolina ain't North Carolina. That's the thing, though. So, what message do you have for your supporters heading into your next fight?
um oh man, I have the best supporters. I have the best fans. I think just the thank you for always supporting me, always believing in me. If you've been following me for a long time, I've had some really high highs and I've had some really low lows. And continuing this journey and having fans that believe in me um, is huge. One of my biggest platforms that I stand on is I'm a person who stutters. So being able to represent, speak out for, and make it more normalized for people who stutter is always huge. So another really big
Mm.
part of my message is if you stutter, you can do anything still, and that your voice matters. So those are probably my two biggest messages, I would say. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see this fight card. So you're guaranteeing a win, right?
Oh yeah. Yes, I'm coming for it. I'm coming for it. Here I am. I hope you watch. Tune in. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
Well, I watch all the fight cards. We do recaps of all the fight cards, so we'll be doing a recap after the day
Awesome.
after. Usually the recaps are on Sundays because the fights have been on Saturdays a lot lately.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. I'm glad you took the time out. You're now a friend of the show. You're more than welcome to come back on anytime you want. When I get off here, I'm gonna make sure I clip up some clips and tag you in the clips so we can help promote your brand and help promote
Awesome.
the fight. And definitely gonna make sure we tag in where you said you guaranteeing a win so
Perfect.
Taylor knows.
Good. Let her know. I'm coming for you, girl.
Before we let you go, is there any shout outs you might want to do? You got any sponsors you want to shout out, or your coaches or family, friends,
Yeah.
whoever?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my gym, DCO MMA. We're here in Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Um, Shout out to every teammate I have, whether you're in practice with me or you're just hanging out. It's nice to have a family. Shout out to my coach. You can find him on Instagram at Daddy Coach. Man, he's been with me since my first fight. I can't imagine fighting without him. He's just poured so much in to me, and I'm so excited to put our product out on show. And then thank you to you allowing me to have
Thank.
this platform. It's extremely cool. So thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Well, you're more than welcome anytime. I mean, Ever since I started watching bare knuckle, I've basically gotten hooked. So I extremely love what I do, you know what I'm saying, with
Awesome.
interviewing the fighters and stuff, and
Yeah.
trying to help, build their brand and promote their fights as well. And like I said, I will be tuned in, especially this fight card. It's a pretty stacked fight card in my
It
opinion.
is stacked. Good.
Yep. Yep. Well, I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And like I said, you're
Thank
more
you
than
so
welcome to
much.
come back on. And I'm wishing you the best of luck on your fight. I'll be tuned in.
Thank you.
All right, Kat.
All
Enjoy your
right.
day.
Bye. All right.
All right, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, there you have it. Kat Paprock. She will be fighting Taylor Starlin. And that's BKFC 92 Boston, August 29th. And it starts 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, she is 2-1, looking to go to 3-1. And Taylor Starlin, if I'm not mistaken, is 6-4. Let's go through this fight card real quick. Of course, you got Kai Stewart versus Harry Gigliotti is the main event. Christine Faria versus Sophia Landy for the Queen of Violence. Joe Lazan making his debut against Stash Kuykendall. Rico DeShulio versus Trey Martin. Trey Martin, the underdog, but he's looking to come out the big dog again. This is going to be a really good fight right here, in my opinion. And DeShulio got the most knockdowns, if I'm not mistaken, for like 4 fights in BKFC. Pat Casey versus Dallas Davison. Dallas Davison got like 9 bare knuckle fights under his belt with BKFC. Pat Casey's looking to go to 5-2. Um, Charles Rosa versus Sharon Spain. Peter Barrett versus Elijah Harris. And here you go to strawweight Taylor Starlin versus Kat Paprocki. And Taylor is 6-4. She's 5'7", and Cat's 5'4" with 2-1, looking to go to 3-1. And then you got, I want to see this one too, Guilherme Viana versus Robinson Perez. This Robinson Perez cat is very, very interesting. Like, he's definitely funny on the mic, man. Definitely entertaining. You got James Murren versus Chris Rooney, and Jake Pillar versus Angelo Colon, David Burke versus David Simpson. And I think there's one more fight that they haven't added yet, and I think it's Dan Pettit versus the Sugar Shane cat. I forgot his last name, but doesn't look like they added it yet to the main card. Let me go on Instagram, see who's tuned in. Alexander Prince Gutierrez, appreciate you. Joseph Creer, appreciate you. Shouts out to my man Cole Red, Doug Coltrane, appreciate you. New Hustle Records, appreciate you. Play for Keeps 100, appreciate you. Um, Aubrey, Savon, well, One Tough Boxer, Keith Richardson, Keith the Officer Richardson, not the rock star, just so y'all don't get that confused. Josh Jams, appreciate you. Amy Moore, backup, appreciate you. Tony Morello, appreciate you. Says, what is Keith Richardson said? I have no fight schedule, but would like to come back on the show. Hey, that's what's up. I'll definitely hit you up, Keith, and we'll set up an interview. He says, as a fan, I'm excited. Looks like a good fight. Yep. Definitely can't wait to see this fight card goes. And there's still a lot of other events. This week you got Sturgis, then you got BKFC Fight Night Mohegan Sun. After that, August 21st, August 29th, BKFC 92 Boston. You got BKFC 93 Hollywood, Perdomo versus Garrett. They added some of the fights on the fight card for that. I mean, of course, you got Perdomo, Garrett, G. Perez versus Strode, part 2. Mohawk versus Tomahawk. Esteban Rodriguez versus Steve Tomahawk Townsend. Chris Garcia versus Tyler Randall. Matt Rambo Russo versus Jean Carlos Baby Hulk Rivera. Chino Bloom versus Caleb Joseph Avalia. And Kazgan versus James Rodriguez as well. Those are gonna be some really good fights, man. Especially Russo versus Rivera, Garcia versus Randall, Rodriguez versus Townsend, Stroh versus Perez. Yeah, this is a nice little stat card right here as well. And then my guy Redneck Mandel was out there for the press conference at BKFC 94 Manchester, which is Till versus Romero, Yoel Romero. That's gonna be interesting. Darren Till, first fight comes and wins. Now he's going into the frying pan, into the flames with this one. Yoel Romero. I don't care if he's 39. That's a huge motherfucker. David Redneck Mandel versus Jack Colin for the middleweight championship bout, and it's good to see my guy Redneck fighting again. Especially, he hasn't defended the belt in a while. Gaz Coran versus Mac Bygraves. Carl Thompson versus Andy Thornton. I think Carl Thompson might be coming off a loss too to yeah, that's right. He lost to Puglisi, who had a really, really good fight with Lorenzo Hunt. Lorenzo played the long game, man, and Walter gassed out, expanded so much energy, and then after that, Lorenzo just started picking him apart. Shouts out to my man OG Prestige. Appreciate you tuning in as well. We're about to wrap it up. Shouts out to Kat Paprock for taking time out. And make sure y'all tune in for her fight, BKFC 92 Boston, August 29th. And that's on Fubo Sports. So I normally watch it on Amazon Prime because Fubo Sports live streams at Amazon Prime as well. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Tomorrow we have interview at 7 p.m. Eastern time with the Knuckle Maniac himself, Cody Vital. And can't wait for that. Interesting character, man. Interesting guy. Don't tell her how this interview is gonna go. But I'm excited. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. About to hit y'all with that outro. Peace.